You can earn your money tonight.
It shouldn't be too often.
Make a break on time, huh?
Change this one here?
I did.
Okay. I
You
figured
weren't
to
in
say.
here, but I told everybody to change it.
Okay. I figured to say, well, mine shows it changed to 25. Thank you.
Well,
Y'all get right foot? So. You on this one?
Keeping your hand upon us. During our letter of God, we ask that you be with this council as we do business for the city. May we make good informed decisions on the city's behalf, God. We ask, keep your hand upon our police, our fire, our safety, our soldiers abroad, and Lord, we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
All right, before we get started doing anything else, Cindy and Jason to remain standing. At the same time. So you would raise your hand, and when I say I say your name, please. So, I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the United States and the Constitution of the State of Arkansas, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of City Council Person on which I am now about to enter. There you go. There's your signing. All right, I'll call this meeting to order by asking Ms. Toddy for a roll call, please.
Brett Parker.
Here.
Bonnie Winkles here. Ernie Lane.
Here.
John Paul Thompson.
Here.
Jason Stewart.
Here.
Billy Poe.
Here.
Kara Rose. Candida Robinson. Here. Cindy Wood. Here.
All right, we have a form. You should have a copy of the minutes from the December meeting in your packet. I'll give you just a minute to look over them, and then I'll entertain a motion to approve.
May I make a motion to approve?
Jay Stewart made a motion to approve.
Second.
Ernie Lane, second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed is no. Financial report's also in your packet. You just meant to look over it. Entertain a motion to approve it.
May I make a motion to approve?
Jay Stewart made a motion to approve.
I'll second.
John Paul Thompson, second. Any discussion?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
On the beginning, the first statement of revenue and expenditures, where it shows the revenue, you go down and on the PNR concession and the gate and all that, I mean, like there's no income. Maybe they just hadn't made a deposit yet, but I know I went to involved in and paid some fees in December. And I don't know how quick they do it.
I'm going to say that the deposit hasn't been made.
Okay.
That is an issue that was brought to my attention this morning.
Okay.
And Macy is in Illinois and Scott's got a ball game.
Okay. My next question is when you go on to the expenses, we changed the name to SRE.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should reflect SRE.
It should. It hasn't
instead of
been changed.
PNR.
It should.
Okay, so that could be
I'll
some
make sure you get
confusion
that.
with
Yeah.
an audit or something. Okay.
I'll make sure to get that done. I know it is on the individual.
Yeah, it is on individual, but if you're auditing.
I'll make sure it's on this
Okay.
list here. I'll make sure it's changed. Any other questions? If not, all in favor say aye. All opposed, no. All right. Department reports. Chief Redmond.
Welcome all new members. We're excited about the new year. Had two dispatchers start within the last week. We had two openings that we're going to try to get officers hired pretty quick, and I had two in police academy. So doing a lot of training lately, and that's all I have.
You might have any questions for Chief Redmond?
Hey, welcome all the new council members. I know everybody. I've been here forever, so it's all not really new phase you're at. Nothing real new. We're still going on the fire station. Working on a furniture quote for stuff going in. I think that's going to be pretty good news. So I'm working with the company. I think it's going to be able to help us out pretty good on that. Haven't seen anything on paper yet, but they should be able to help us out. So good things coming. Like Chief Redmond says, a lot of training coming up. We got the school coming. We're ready to get in the fire station and start doing our school. We already scheduled it to do the kindergartners come back to the firehouse, so that's something that's going to be a couple, 2 or 3 years missed out on. So we're excited about that. Any questions, Brian?
I got a weird question.
All right, let's go.
The first bay, I guess it's called a bay,
Sure, yeah.
they had the 3 white.
Yeah.
Is that an indicator for something?
No, I honestly thought it was insulation when I first seen it. They messed up 3 panels. The 3 panels come in, and I guess they were either damaged or they damaged on the saw on them, so they had 3 more painted red, I guess, to match.
Oh, okay. So they're going to stay white, though?
No, they're going to be red.
They're gonna be red?
Those are just temporary, yeah.
Okay. I was just
I thought it was insulation. That's a good question, because I asked the same question.
I was like, what is this? Okay.
Mayor, I'd like to personally thank Chief Kemper and his guys. Recently, back in December, I had a real good firefighter friend that passed away. Heath Miller, Alan Long, Ralph Guthrie, and Robert May attended the funeral, and they put a truck in the procession and really put a big meaning in my heart. Thank you, Chief.
Sure, you're welcome. Mr. Gray, I knew him going out through my entire career. A big name in the fire service, big time help. I know him and Ernie Link were best friends, I believe, to be honest, not just good friends, but best friends.
Yes, sir.
So it's the least we could do. We do it for all firefighters, but especially people we know, and I was glad to help.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mr. Payton.
Well, I'd say welcome to new, and I started to say old members, but I'm going to put returning members. So I'll take care of that right off the bat. And it was a good question about the doors, because I've wondered, and I thought, what? And I hadn't thought to ask. So I appreciate that. I was looking through the old minutes from last month and said that the Christmas lights were up, and they are, and the biggest part of them still are. And I just wanted to let you know that probably it'll be a little while before we can get them down, because we don't want to tear up the ditches and rut stuff up to get to it. But we know that they're there, and we will get to it, and we'll get them down. Other than that, everything is continuing on with cleaning up street sweep areas and trying to get all that taken care of. Drainage, trying to keep the ditches clean. Just continuing on with all that we do. And other than that, if you have any questions, I'll answer them.
Roads looked amazing after that snowstorm.
Yeah, they did.
The guys did an awesome job.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate them for it.
They were great.
They got started early, and yeah, but they did. That's the job, and they know that. But I'll tell them that you
Come a long
appreciate
way
it.
to shoved it out back of a truck with sand.
But I will say that the Lord blessed us with a good snow. You know, no ice, no slate, none of that to deal with, and helped us with some sunshine to get the roads cleared even faster. So we do our part and let Him do His. Anything else? Okay.
We want to extend our sympathy to James. Lost his stepdad this week, had a funeral today. So James, appreciate you making it back tonight. You didn't have to, but we appreciate you coming back.
Yes, sir.
You're in our prayer. All right, Mr. Campbell.
I'll say I was a sports writer for many years, so I will say hello to the veteran and rookie members of the council. The grants things that we're going after, it's been a slow month because obviously it's Christmas and there's a transition in the capital. But in the last week, some grants have dropped that we're going to apply for. And next month, I will be telling you about a handful that I have applied for. And after that, we'll know more. And the mayor will tell you more about what we're going to do later on. By the way, Mayor, Cotton is kept the same time.
Good. Okay. Committee reports. Do we have any committee reports? Any ward reports? Unfinished business. I'm going to let Donnie Chambers with Performance Services speak to kind of give us an update on where they're at with the water meter project.
Welcome, new members. It's good to see everybody else in the new year. The project, as you know, the testing is all done. Our team is now reviewing all of the results. We're 90% of the way there. The project looks really good. There's a lot of savings to be had. We're meeting with James and the mayor next Friday to go over the results. After that, the next step we'd like to take is to meet with the Public Works Commission outside of council, just so that we can work, have the time and the space to answer technical questions and anything else that comes up. I think that works really well. It's nice that you guys have a Public Works Commission. Not all cities do. And that it's really given us that space. So that's my update. If you've got any questions, please let me know. Okay. Thank you.
All right. New business. First thing we got to do is I need to officially declare Ward 3 Seat 1 as vacant. Most of you, I think everybody probably knows what happened. Kara put the wrong seat number down when she filed for office, and she wound up over here. Nobody ran for this position. So technically, by law, she has both seats, which by law is illegal. So she has resigned the position of Seat 1, Ward 3 Seat 1, and she has the position of Seat 2. So what we will do now is I've had at least 4 people express interest in that seat, and we'll get people, technically all the way up to you make a vote, they can express their interest in the seat. But I'm going to request anybody that's interested, I'd like to have let me know by February 1st or give me a resume or something, just so that our council will have something to look at and make a good decision, an educated decision. And but again, the first is not a deadline because I can't really give a deadline. It's up to the last until the vote is made. We'll do that in February. So by state law, when the seat is vacant, you have to fill it at the very next council meeting. So the seat is declared vacant, we'll fill it in February. Next up is our report on the legislative joint audit. Not really a whole lot to report. Our audit was completed with no findings, which is always a good report. I've got it here. There's really nothing to see. You're more welcome to look at it if you didn't get one. But there's, again, with no findings, everything was good on that. I just have to present it to the council. So, next up, and I know y'all heard this 2 or 3 times, and every time we turn around, they come up with another one. This will be the last one. Resolution 1271, this resolution must be done as procedure to get the Street 8 grant and allow the street overlay to begin. They have to have this by morning, because tomorrow when they're going to let the bids for the 2.5 or 2.6 miles of city street that we're getting paid. So they have to have this resolution passed and to them. So as soon as we read this, if y'all pass it, Mr. Henry's going to take it and email it to RDOT. So, Ms. Toddy, would you read the resolution, please?
A resolution expressing the willingness of the city of Trumann to utilize state aid street monies for the following city projects, Trumann overlays. Whereas the city of Trumann understands that state aid street program funds are available for certain city projects at the following participating ratios. Reconstruction, resurfacing, the work phase for preliminary engineering and construction engineering. State aid is 100%, city is 0%. Construction of city projects, which is part of that, what I just read. The construction engineering right-of-way, 0% state aid, 100% city. Utilities, 0% state aid, city percent is 100%. Construction, 100% maximum 300,000, and city percent zero balance. City projects program, but not let to contract, all phases. State aid, 0%, city 100%. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Trumann, Arkansas, that Section 1, participate in accordance with its designated responsibilities in this project. Section 2, the mayor or his designee is hereby authorized and directed to execute all appropriate agreements and contracts necessary to expedite the construction of this city project. Section 3, the city agrees upon completion of the project to assume the maintenance of the right-of-way by city forces and or others, including utilities and individuals, in accordance with the prevailing Arkansas Department of Transportation regulations. Section 4, the city pledges its support and hereby authorizes the Arkansas Department of Transportation to initiate action to implement this project.
We'll hear a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve.
City Woods made a motion to approve.
Okay.
Bonnie Winkle second. Any discussion? I will make a point here so you'll know. Right-of-way, 100%. There is no right-of-way because they're just repaving, overlaying, resurfacing the same with utilities. The all phases 100%. That is what we discussed and y'all approved. I think it was the last council meeting that anything goes over $100,000, we're still going to go ahead up to $37,000, or over $300,000, up to $37,000. We're going to go ahead and pay for that. So that's what that means. Anybody have any questions or discussions about that? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Thank you. Yes, Molly, you'll sign this. Mr. Henry will get your email. All right. Next up is resolution number 1272. This is a resolution for condemnation of 528 North Pine Street. Ms. Toddy, would you read the resolution, please?
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 528 North Pine in the city of Trumann to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures at the time for property owner to abate said nuisance and for other purposes. Whereas the buildings and structures whose location is set forth herein are vacant and have become run down, dilapidated, unsightly, dangerous, obnoxious, unsafe, not fit for human habitation, and detrimental to the public welfare of Trumann citizens and residents. And whereas the condition of such property constitutes a serious fire and health hazard to the city of Trumann, and unless immediate actions are taken to remedy this situation by raising and removing said nuisance, there is a great likelihood that the surrounding property may be destroyed by fire originating from such unsafe and hazardous structures, and also that since structures are without proper sanitary facilities and as such are unsafe and hazardous and a breeding place for rats, rodents, and other dangerous germ carriers of diseases, such buildings constitute a serious hazard to the health and safety of the citizens of Trumann, and they should be removed or raised for the purpose of eliminating such hazards. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Trumann, Arkansas, Section 1, that the City Council hereby declares the buildings, houses, and other structures located as property identified in Section 2 below to be vacant and run down, dilapidated, unsafe, unsightly, dangerous, obnoxious, unsanitary, a fire hazard, a menace to abutting properties, with the current condition of said structures not being fit for human habitation, and because of such conditions, the City Council declares the same to be condemned as a public nuisance and is ordered raised and removed by the owner thereof. Section 2, that the owner of record of the following described property is hereby directed to begin work to raise the structure and or structures to abate the said nuisance within 30 days, and complete the work within 60 days after the posting of a true copy of this resolution at a conspicuous place upon the structure constituting the nuisance described herein, to wit, Lot 11 of Block 11 Division, parcel number 555-00622-0000 to the city of Trumann, Winsett County, Arkansas, located at 528 North Pine and owned by Roberta Holt. Section 3. If work has not begun on the aforementioned structure and/or structures to raise and/or remove within 30 days, and work has not been completed within 60 days after posting a true copy of this resolution at a conspicuous place upon the structure and/or structures constituting the nuisance, the structure and/or structure shall be torn down and/or removed by the Director of Public Works or if his duly designated representative. A citation may be issued for court and shall be deemed a misdemeanor upon conviction and shall be punishable by a fine of not less than $100 nor more than $500, or imprisonment for a term not to exceed 30 days, or both at the discretion of the court. Each day after the aforesaid 30 days in which said nuisance is not raised and removed shall constitute a separate and distinct offense, punishable by a fine of $25 for each such separate and distinct offense. Furthermore, the city of Trumann may file a lien on said property under Arkansas Code 1454-901, 902, 903, 904 with the circuit court and/or the tax collector of the Winsett County. Section 4, that the provisions of this resolution are hereby declared to be severable, and if any section, phrase, or provision shall be declared or held to be invalid, such invalidity shall not affect the remainder of the sections, phrases, or provisions. Section 5, that this resolution shall be enforced and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
John Paul Thompson made a motion.
Second.
Monty Winkle second. Is there anybody here to speak for this property? Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed is no. All right. Next one's resolution 1273. This is condemnation of 512 Smith Street. Mrs. Toddy, will you read the resolution, please?
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 512 Smith in the city of Trumann to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance and for other purposes. Whereas the buildings and structures whose location is set forth herein are vacant and have become run down, dilapidated, unsightly, dangerous, obnoxious, unsafe, not fit for human, detrimental to the public welfare of Trumann citizens and residents. And whereas the condition of such property constitutes a serious fire and health hazard to the city of Trumann, and unless immediate actions are taken to remedy this situation by raising and removing said nuisance, there is a great likelihood that the surrounding property may be destroyed by fire originating from such unsafe and hazardous structures, and also that the nuisance within 30 days and complete the work within 60 days after the posting of a true copy of this resolution at a conspicuous place upon the structure constituting the nuisance described herein, to wit, Lot 8 of Block 1 of Smith and Edgerton subdivision, parcel number 555-01184-0000 to the city of Trumann, Winsett County, Arkansas, located at 512 Smith and owned by Riley and Margaret Thomas. Section 3, if work has not begun on the aforementioned structure and/or structures to raise and/or remove them within 30 days, and the work has not been completed within 60 days after posting a true copy of this resolution at a conspicuous place on the structure and/or structures constituting the nuisance, the structure and/or structure shall be torn down and removed by the Director of Public Works or his duly designated representative. A citation may be issued for court and shall be deemed a misdemeanor upon conviction and shall be punishable by a fine or not less than $100 no more than $500, or imprisonment for a term not to exceed 30 days, or both, at the discretion of the court each day after the aforesaid 30 days in which said nuisance is not raised and removed shall constitute a separate and distinct offense, punishable by a fine of $25 for each separate and distinct offense. Furthermore, the city of Trumann may file a lien on said property under Arkansas Code 1454-901, 902, 903, 904 with the circuit court and or the tax collector of the Winsett County. Section 4, that the provisions of this resolution are hereby declared to be severable, and if any section, phrase, or provision shall be declared or held underway in full force and from and after its passage and approval.
All right, do you hear a motion to approve?
Who owned this property? I know that both these people are dead. But it's him. So what do you do in that situation?
Now. Make a motion. Bill Paul Thompson made a motion, Ernie Lee, second. Any discussion, anybody here for that property? Okay, any discussion?
I do have questions, and I know this is deceased, but this goes back to the one prior to. If the folks before are still living, the property that we just, prior to this one. The reason I'm asking is because I don't see a proof of service. You know what I'm saying, Jimmy? How can we do this if I know we sent certified mail,
What are we looking for exactly?
a proof of service that they have been notified
The
about
proof of
this.
service comes from,
But it
it's a
doesn't,
certified letter, and sometimes it gets signed, sometimes it gets sent back not certified, but also
Right.
to satisfy the legal,
right,
to satisfy the legal requirement, we post it in the paper, because it says in the rules of procedure that if you
Right.
can't locate the owner, if the offender hasn't been served, then you serve it in a paper, local circulation, one time, and
I
that's
know
what
all
we do to
that,
satisfy
I
that.
know all that, I'm just saying,
That's proof of
do we
service.
need to wait, would we need to wait for the certified mail to come back unclaimed?
The certified mail's already come back unclaimed.
We don't have, I don't have a picture of this,
I
right?
can get you a picture if you like.
Well, I just think we probably need to attach it to them from now on.
The way I do it is, like I said,
I mean,
I put it in
Because to
the
me,
paper,
I'm gonna be
satisfy
honest
the
with you,
legal-
I told Carolyn not to print all of this stuff,
I don't know,
that everybody gets an email of it,
yeah.
and we'll print one copy of it and lay it up here for everybody to look at, because you're looking at.
Oh, I know there's a lot, I just want to make sure that service is proper.
Yeah, like,
You understand?
you know,
well,
I understand
Yeah,
how it goes, how
I'm
it
gonna say
works.
this,
And you understand this, it's either or, it doesn't mean I have to do all of
Well, I
it.
don't know,
I do, it's if you can't, I've read it, it's if you can't
well,
get them served through the legal service of the paper, or of the, of the certified letter, then if you don't know the whereabouts, you can't get them to respond, you post it in the paper, and I post it in the paper well ahead of time, so that satisfies the legal process part. And I do, normally we get it back either signed or it's not signed, but I mean, technically I don't have to put it in the paper if I wait for it to come back from certified mail, because that shows it's served. But I do all that to cover all the bases, plus I put it on Facebook for all the people out in Facebook world who love that.
Mr. Gadwood,
Well, and it's been a while since I looked at those statutes about condemnations and how to provide proper notice. Gary and I went over all of that in the past, and I just kind of trusted that he's following that. There was a big packet of information that the municipal league prepared for code enforcement officers to make sure that they knew exactly the processes and procedures that had to be followed in order to do condemnation properly and provide proper notice. I've just always kind of taken it for granted, having worked with Gary, that he's following that, and I believe that he likely is. But to your point, you can get personal service on someone. You can't get personal service. You can send certified mail, and if it's unclaimed, then if you have proof that it came back as unclaimed, then a lot of times that allows you to proceed. Again, I haven't reviewed this, I can't remember. And then, of course, you can serve someone by publishing notice by warning order in the newspaper. And so if Gary's done those things, then again, there's only so much you can do that you can't locate people. And
I was just asking because you know where I used to work, we had.
Sure. No, I know. And it does have to be followed, and it can cause problems on the back end
Yes,
if it's not followed.
I mean, I wasn't in condemnation, I was doing other things, but I just,
But it's the same civil
I just
process.
thought that you may,
It's important. It's a good point. I haven't looked over these. Maybe it's my fault that I haven't looked over these thoroughly. I just trusted Gary, having done this for a long time, at one point, we got really serious about this because condemnation became a bigger issue for the city, and we started doing a lot more of them, and Gary and I sat down, and we sat down with all the materials with the municipal league and went over exactly how to do it. And so I've just kind of trusted Gary from that kind of forward. but
It's not a big deal. I can, like I said, when they serve them and they sign them, sometimes I get them back quick. Sometimes I try 3 attempts and then I don't get them back till later. But, I mean, when I get them back, as I get them back, I'm going to take a photograph of them like I do, and I can email them to all y'all if you want to see them.
I guess I trust that my question was, is do we have to do all the procedures in order for it to be a
My understanding when I read it, because I went through the same thing with him shortly after I took over, he brought it to me, because I talked to Mr. Galloway about it as well, also about putting liens on houses. And when I read it, it was step by step, do this, if that don't work, do this, if that don't work, do this. And then the last option was put it in the newspaper.
Yeah, okay.
And I will say, as I recall, notice for purpose of condemnation is how you provide proper notice is by statute. It's not the same thing as serving a lawsuit and the civil rules of civil procedure that apply to lawsuits.
Well, that's
Yeah,
where my,
that's
where
right. No, and there's very specific rules under the rules of civil procedure about that.
Yeah.
But this is a condemnation proceeding.
Yeah, I didn't know.
This is more administrative in nature. It's not a lawsuit per se, so it's a little different, and there's a little bit more leeway. Not to say that you don't have to follow the process and the procedures, probably you do, but it's not the same as sort of a lawsuit.
And I posted on the property, but I forgot that's the part that's included in it. It says, you know, the posted notice. That's like after tonight, when y'all, everything goes through, I'll post a true copy with the notice and give them so much time to make sure I'm all understand.
But following those procedures is important. I know Gary knows that.
I'm not perfect, you know, you proofread some of my stuff.
Any other questions or comments? We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed with no. I will say that house has got a major thorn in the side of the police department with squatters and drugs and stuff. So it definitely needs to go. Resolution 1274 is next. That's condemnation of 359 North Pine Street. And I'm going to ask Ms. Holly to read the resolution, please.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 559 North Pine in the city of Trumann constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance and for other purposes, whereas the buildings and structures whose location is set forth herein are vacant and have become run down, dilapidated, unsightly, dangerous, obnoxious, unsafe, not fit for human habitation, and detrimental to the public welfare of Trumann citizens and residents, and whereas the commission of such property constitutes a serious fire and health hazard to the city of Trumann, and unless immediate action are taken to remedy this situation by raising and removing said nuisance, there is that the surrounding property may be destroyed by fire originating from such unsafe and hazardous structures, and also that since structures are without proper sanitary facilities and are such, and as such are unsafe and hazardous, and a breeding place for rats, rodents, and other dangerous germ carriers of diseases, such buildings constitute a serious threat to the health and safety of the citizens of Trumann, and they should be removed or raised for the purpose of eliminating such hazards. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Trumann, Arkansas, Section 1, that the City Council hereby declares the buildings, houses, and other structures located in the property identified in Section 2 below to be vacant and run down, dilapidated, unsafe, unsightly, dangerous, obnoxious, unsanitary, a fire hazard, and administer to abutting properties with the current condition of said structures not being fit for human habitation, and because of such conditions, the City Council declares the same to be condemned as a public nuisance and is ordered raised and removed by the owner thereof. Section 2, the record of the following described property is hereby directed to begin work to raise the structure and or structures to abate the nuisance, said nuisance within 30 days, and complete the work within 60 days after the posting of a true copy of this resolution at a conspicuous place upon the structure constituting the nuisance here described herein, to wit, Block 15 of Block 19 of Poinsett Lumber and Manufacturing Company, 4th Subdivision, parcel number 555-00460-000-1 to the city of Trumann, Quincy County, located at 359 North Pine and owned by Bob and Bonnie Scott. Section 3, if work does not be done on the aforementioned structure and/or structures to raise and/or remove within 30 days, and work has not been completed within 60 days after the posting of a true copy of this resolution at a conspicuous place upon the structure and/or structures constituting a nuisance, the structure and/or structures shall be torn down and or removed by the Director of Public Works or his duly designated representative. A citation may be issued for force and shall be deemed a misdemeanor upon conviction and shall be punishable by a fine of not less than $100 nor more than $500 or imprisonment for a term not to exceed 30 days or both at the discretion of the court. Each day after the aforesaid 30 days in which said nuisance is not raised and removed shall constitute a separate and distinct offense punishable by a fine of $25 for each such separate and distinct offense. Furthermore, the city of Trumann may file a lien on said property under Arkansas Code 14-54-901-902-903-904 with the circuit court and/or the tax collector of Quincy County. Section 4, that the provisions of this resolution are hereby declared to be severable, and if any section, phrase, or provision shall be declared or held invalid, such invalidity shall not affect the remainder of the sections, phrases, or provisions. Section 5, that this resolution shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage of approval.
Do I hear a motion to approve?
Make a motion.
Bonnie Wright, make a motion. Second. Ernie, I need a second. Any discussion? Is there anyone here to stand for this property? No discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. All right. Next is the property at 509 Douglas Street. This is Resolution 1275. Ms. Toddy.
A resolution declaring such buildings, houses, and other structures located at 509 Douglas in the city of Trumann constitute a public nuisance and to nuisance structures providing a period of time for property owner to abate their nuisance and for other purposes. Whereas the buildings and structures whose location is set forth herein are vacant and have become run down, dilapidated, unsightly, dangerous, obnoxious, unsafe, not fit for human habitation, and detrimental to the public welfare of the citizens or residents, and whereas the condition of such property constitutes a serious fire and health hazard to the city of Trumann, and unless immediate actions are taken to remedy this situation by raising and removing said nuisance, there is a great likelihood that the surrounding property may be destroyed by fire originating from such unsafe and hazardous structures, and also that since structures are without proper sanitary facilities and as such are unsafe and hazardous and a breeding place for rats, rodents, and other dangerous germ carriers of diseases, such buildings constitute a serious hazard to the health and safety of the citizens of Trumann, and they should be removed or raised for the purpose of eliminating such hazards. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Trumann, Arkansas, Section 1, that the City Council hereby declares the buildings, houses, and other structures located in the property annexed by the Section 2 below to be vacant and run down, dilapidated, unsafe, unprofitable, unsanitary, a fire hazard, and a menace to abutting properties with the current condition of said structures not being fit for human habitation, and because of such conditions, the City Council declares the same to be deemed as a public nuisance and is ordered raised and removed by the owner thereof. Section 2, that the owner of record of the following described property is hereby directed to begin work to raise the structure and/or structures to abate the said nuisance within 30 days and complete the work within 60 days after the posting of a true copy of this resolution at a conspicuous place on the structure constituting the nuisance described herein, to wit, Lot 3 of Block day after the aforesaid 30 days in which said nuisance is not raised and removed shall constitute a separate and distinct offense, punishable by a fine of $25 for each such separate and distinct offense. Further, the city of Trumann may file a lien on said property under Arkansas Code 14-54-901, 902, 903, 904, with the circuit court and/or the tax collector of Winston County. Section 4, that the provisions of this resolution are hereby declared to be applicable, and if any section, phrase, or provision shall be declared or held invalid, such a validity shall not affect the remainder of the sections, phrases, or provisions. Section 5, that this resolution shall be enforced in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
All right, hear a motion to approve.
Make a motion.
Cindy Wood on the motion.
I'll second.
John Paul Thompson, second. Any discussion? Is there anyone here to stand and talk to this property? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Next up is Resolution 1276. This is for the condemnation of 416 West Speedway. Ms. Heidi, read the resolution, please.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 416 West Speedway in the city of Trumann to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owners to abate said nuisance and for other purposes. Whereas the buildings and structures whose location is set forth herein are vacant and having been run down, dilapidated, unsightly, dangerous, or not fit for human habitation, and detrimental to the public welfare of the Trumann citizens and residents. And whereas the condition of such property constitutes a serious fire and health hazard to the city of Trumann, and unless immediate actions are taken to remedy the situation by raising and removing said nuisance, there is a great likelihood that the surrounding property may be destroyed by fire originating from such unsafe and hazardous structures, and also that since structures are without proper sanitary facilities and as such are unsafe and hazardous and a breeding place for rats, rodents, and other dangerous germ carriers of diseases, such buildings constitute serious hazards to the health and safety of the citizens of Trumann, and they should be removed or raised in any such hazards. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Trumann, Arkansas, Section 1, that the City Council hereby declares buildings, houses, and other structures located at property identified in Section 2 below to be vacant and run down, dilapidated, unsafe, unsightly, dangerous, obnoxious, unsanitary, a fire hazard, a menace to abutting properties with the current condition of said structures not being fit for human habitation, and because of such conditions, the City Council declares the same to be condemned as a public nuisance and is ordered raised and removed by the owner thereof. Section 2, the owner of record of the following described property is hereby directed to begin work to raise the structure and or structures to abate the said nuisance within 30 days and complete the work within 60 days after the posting of a true copy of this resolution at a conspicuous place upon the structure constituting the nuisance described herein to wit. Lot 2 of Block 1 of Haskell Subdivision, parcel number 555-00052-0000 to the City of Trumann, Poinsett County, Arkansas, located at 416 West Speedway and owned by Robert and Donna Hurd. Section 3. If work has not been done on the aforementioned structure and or structures to raise and or remove and work has not been completed within 60 days after posting a true copy of this resolution at a conspicuous place on the structure and or structures constituting the nuisance, the structure and or structure shall be torn down and or removed by the Director of Public Works or his duly designated representative. A citation may be issued for court and shall be deemed a misdemeanor upon conviction and shall be punishable by a fine of not less than $100 nor more than $500, or imprisonment for a term not to exceed 30 days or both at the discretion of the court each day after the aforesaid 30 days in which said nuisance is not raised and removed shall constitute a separate and distinct offense punishable by a fine of $25 for each separate and distinct offense. Furthermore, the City of Trumann may file a lien on said property under Arkansas Code 14-54-901, 902, 903, 904 with the circuit court and or the tax collector of County. Section 4, that the provisions of this resolution
motion. Justin Stewart, second. Is anybody here to stand for this property? If not, any discussion? Yeah.
I did notice in this one, it looked like there was a lawsuit, and Bobby Gibson's law firm in Jonesboro, and he sent him a letter. Did you ever talk to him? Bank was involved in a foreclosure.
I ended up talking to, you and I talked about it, I think we talked about the Morton Family Trust. There's a lady, I forget her name, she contacted me. It was a little rock somewhere. She has a law firm and told me she was the, I guess, the trustee. And when we spoke, she said that she was aware of what was going on, that she knows some of the property they're renovating, doing whatever. There's some other properties involved. But said in this case, she said they plan on, tearing that one down, demolishing and moving it. Asked some specifics about time. I told her, of course, that it was going today, but she, or somebody, I guess from the law firm may have informed her. I don't know.
Okay.
But either way, she understood what was going on and wondered how many times she had to tear it down. You get 60 to 90 days after it's being condemned. She said she'd ever torn down in that time period.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
But you're right, I guess the law firm maybe contacted her, I suppose, and then she called me.
Well, yeah. I just want to make sure, we got a law firm involved, the foreclosure pending and all that. I noticed you'd given notice that.
Yeah, I think the way they talked, it was already done, because I think somebody else had purchased several of the properties already, but that was one of the properties that I guess nobody wanted to purchase.
And
I understand. It's seen better days.
And knowing Bobby Gibson, if his client wanted to contest something, he would make sure they were here tonight.
Right.
So,
And I said, it shows that somebody had signed for it at the law firm,
yeah.
but then they just took anything back or any other back, any type of intention.
Any questions? Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed is no. All right. And our last one is resolution number 1277. This is for condemnation of 210 Cross Street. Ms. Heidi.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 210 Cross in the city of Trumann to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance and for other purposes. Whereas the buildings and structures whose location is set forth herein are vacant and have become run down, dilapidated, unsightly, dangerous, obnoxious, unsafe, not fit for human habitation, and detrimental to the public welfare of the citizens and residents. And whereas the commission of such property constitutes a serious fire and health hazard to the city of Trumann, and unless immediate actions are taken to remedy this situation by raising and removing said nuisance, there is a great likelihood that the surrounding property may be destroyed by fire originating from such unsafe and hazardous structures, and also that since structures are without proper sanitary facilities and as such are unsafe and hazardous, and a breeding place for rats, rodents, and other dangerous germ carriers of diseases, such buildings constitute a serious hazard to the health and safety of the citizens of Trumann, and they should be removed or raised for the purpose of eliminating such hazards. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Trumann, Arkansas, Section 1, that the City Council hereby declares the buildings, houses, and other structures located at the property identified in Section 2 below to be vacant and run down, dilapidated, unsafe, unsightly, dangerous, obnoxious, unsanitary, a fire hazard, a menace to abutting properties with the current condition of said structures not being fit for human habitation, and because of such conditions, the City Council declares the same to be condemned as a public nuisance and is ordered raised and removed by the owner thereof. Section 2, that the owner of record of the following described property is hereby directed to begin work, use the structure and or structures to abate the said nuisance within 30 days and complete the work within 60 days after the posting of a true copy of this resolution at a conspicuous place upon the structure constituting the nuisance described herein with Lot 5 of Block A of F.E. Denson's subdivision, parcel number 555-01387-0000 to the city of Trumann, Winsett County, Arkansas, located at 210 Cross and owned by Vance and Sharon McCain. Section 3, if work is not begun on the aforementioned structure and or structures to raise and remove within 30 days, and work has not been completed within 60 days after posting a true copy of this resolution at a conspicuous place upon the structure and or structures constituting the nuisance, the structure and or structures shall be torn down or removed by the Director of Public Works or his duly citation may be issued for court and shall be deemed a misdemeanor upon conviction and shall be punishable by a fine of not less than $100 nor more than $500 or imprisonment for a term not to exceed 30 days or less at the discretion of the court. Each day after the aforesaid 30 days in which said nuisance is not raised and removed shall constitute a separate and distinct offense, punishable by a fine of $25 for each separate and distinct offense. Furthermore, the city of Trumann may file a lien on said property under Arkansas Code 14-54-901, 902, 903, 904 within the circuit court and/or the tax collector of Poinsett County. Section 4, that the provisions of this resolution are hereby declared to be settled and the phrase or provision shall be declared or held invalid. Such invalidity shall not affect the remainder of the sections, phrases, or provisions. Section 5, that this resolution shall be of full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
You want me to read that this week tonight?
I shouldn't have to read them. I shouldn't memorize them.
Do I hear a motion? Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Attorney Link made a motion, Justice Stewart second. I know that Mr. McDaniel is here to speak on this property.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Mr. McDaniel.
Okay, first of all, there's not going to be enough time for me to take care of it at this time in the amount of time that was given. It's going to take approximately 4 months on this unit due to the weather circumstances. We're in the baddest time that there's going to be, and I don't want to keep coming back. If you can give me 4 months, that's what I need.
Is that what you're asking for?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there any discussion?
If I don't perform, that's fine. But now listen, surely God, some of y'all lived in the places that I've built. And I ain't got no places that I'm ashamed of. These places right here just need some work. They need, and I've got a lot to do. I'm not saying I got any more than anybody else to do. But I have proven to do what I tell you I do. Somebody burnt one of those trailers, and after talking to the fire department, it was set on fire. It was set up and under there. It's that double wide trailer. It's not this particular trailer.
I'm not trying to cut you short, but when it
Okay, go ahead.
to this trailer here. My understanding is Mr. McDaniel has asked for 4 months instead of 90 days, which is 3 months. He's asked for extra months to be able to get this trailer going down and moved.
Could I ask that you board up the windows and doors, so lots of people going in and out of it all the time? I live next door to this trailer. I don't have no problem with 4 months.
That's, I mean,
This is all, in my opinion, all the discretion of the council. If y'all want to put conditions on him, y'all can. But just, kind of be mindful too. And while you do take them on a case-by-case basis, hey, when you grant stuff to one person, the next person comes up.
That's basically what we're doing. We're reading something on every one of them.
so, that's an option. I know that in the past we have given some extended time to people. I don't have an issue with that personally. It's again, it's like Mr. Gasway said, it's up to the council. We can make that decision, whatever decision you want to make on this, and put provisions on it if you want. So we do have a motion and a second. If you want to add those provisions, I need somebody to make that motion to add those provisions.
The attorney made the motion, he can make his adjustments.
I'd like to add provisions that you just board it up so people can't come and go with it, please.
And you have 4 months. Please turn your phone off. Larry, I will present the statement at the February council meeting. We have met with other agencies in the county, and I think the progressing great with the new communication system. We're going to be able to make have contact with all the other agencies across the county. Safety issue, and plus it's a issue for the citizens. It helps get the calls there quicker, get police officers there quicker, firemen there quicker, without having to go through a second or third party. So this is a good thing, and it's moving on good. Ours is in, and it's been up and running for a couple of months now with no major issues. We're also looking into software that would allow our dispatchers to be able to see exactly where all the police officers are at on the map at real time. So they can look at the map and see what police officers are at. That will help, one, safety of the police officers and knowing where they're at. And number two, it will help because they can dispatch the closest officer to a call. So that will help as well. I'm not sure how much this is going to cost. We're looking into it. We're trying to work out a deal if we can get it cost worthy. Where we can work it with the county as well. So anyway, that would be great if we can get it done. It will expedite our response time for officers as well. Hopefully the cost of that software will be minimal and something we'll be able to get. I have been visiting with CGI. CGI is a company that put up the banner along 463 and no charge to the city, although some people, some of the businesses purchased an ad on those. But anyway, I've been in contact with them. They have called me and wanted to do a video promotion. Free to the city. They have a website. It's called HelloNation.com, and it's got every city in the state of Arkansas plus the other states that you can go to that website. You can look at the state of Arkansas, look at the city of Trumann, and as they build it, they'll have a video. I did the video this morning, plus they'll add a few other things on there, so it kind of promotes the city, which is a good thing. That's what we need to do. That's what we want to do. So we'll see how that goes. Again, it's free to us, and it's getting the city of Trumann out. So I'll let you know how that goes when it gets done. Arkansas Municipal League Winter Conference starts tomorrow. Myself and Ms. Carolyn and 4 of our council members will be attending, along with Brandy DeWitt and Bob Sowell. A couple of council members' spouses will be. They have paid for them by those council members. Also, Sunday morning, myself, Councilman Stewart, will be flying to Washington, D.C. We're going to get to go to the inauguration, as well as we're meeting with Senator Bozeman, Senator Cotton, and Congressman Crawford. And I do have a meeting scheduled with FEMA as well. So we're going to get to discuss needs of the city of Trumann with them. And I'm just going to be honest with you and straightforward. What I'm looking for is to get them to pay for our fire station, to get FEMA to pay for it. If we don't get it, I haven't lost anything. But at least we're going to try to get it. Even if we don't get it, looking at hopefully getting them to change their procedures of how they determine whether they're going to pay for a viable building in any city. I've said from the beginning that the city of Trumann, we're going to survive paying for this fire station. It's going to be a hardship on us to a degree because we're having to pay for that money. But you look at a city like Toronto, Lepanto, Mark Creek, Harrisburg, Waldenburg, and Wiener. That's just one city county. Those are all over the nation. They wouldn't be able to survive if there's out and nobody else. They wouldn't be able to come up with money. So, that's one of the things we're going to be pushing for FEMA to change their policy and procedures on that. And again, hopefully get some money. And we've got some other issues we're going to discuss with them that may bring us some money, or at least some notoriety here. And they'll be looking at Trumann and Northeast Arkansas as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Also, a good thing is, I have a cousin that lives in Harlingen, and they're putting us up, so we're not gonna have to pay a motel fee or anything like that. About $750 a night is what they're charging for those motels, or more, yeah, depending on where you get it. But anyway, he was over the FAA at one time. She's a director in the FCC, and they're going to put us up and not charge us anything. And he's going to chauffeur us around. So that helps us, save us money. My wife is going to go as well as Councilman Stewart's wife. We are paying for them. All of their costs will be coming from us. So the city's not going to get anything on that. We'll give you a report on both of those meetings next month, in February. Hopefully we'll have some good news. One last thing that I added on here, I've had a citizen that called and asked about an ordinance limiting the number of dogs a person can have. And I told them that I would bring that before the council, that y'all discuss it, think about it, and call me. Obviously, you can't discuss it with each other, but you can think about it. If you have any ideas or suggestions, give me a call. We'll discuss it and see what we need to do if it's something that y'all are for. The complaint, yeah, it was if there was a puppy mill. There was not a puppy mill. We checked it out and investigated it. But I did tell the citizen that I would bring it up to the council for y'all to think about and discuss with me and let them know what your thoughts are. So, that being said, that's all I have. Do we have any public open comments? Mr. Brady, you have 3 minutes.
Brandon Schrader, 209 Country Club Boulevard. As Mayor talked about the vacant third Ward 3 spot, I was one of the 4. Got 15 years experience in city government and now county government, my current position. I've worked with some of you guys. I'm sitting in several different capacities at some point, so I just kind of wanted to throw my name out there and let you guys know that I'm passionate about Trumann. I want to work with you guys. I want to serve on the council and any committee that you guys will have me on. So, anyways, I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Also, next meeting I will have committee